Greetings, everyone. Um, Earlier I made a video speaking about several gods and goddesses, and one god was the god of sacrifice. These are principles, and principles, powers, deities. It's like Poseidon is an energy, you know? These things are energy, and the laws of karma have been tampered with. That's the main reason why I'm making these videos, to fix the laws of karma. It seems like when the old ruling class, the oppressors, when the top of them were gone or left, they didn't leave a contingency plan in place. So the younger generations that's on that side decide to try to do whatever they want, and these things have consequences, which is destroying the fabric of reality. Other entities are trying to hide and run away. Some are thinking they could silence me, and thinking by them silencing me would save their karma, or try to place their karma of what the wickedness they've done onto me so they could continue living life. It doesn't work like that. I mean, it did work like that in the past, but the way the energy is rising now, it won't allow that to happen, It just won't. And because I stand with life, I'm going to continue to live. I I used to pray a lot when I was a child. Then I figured out the truth about Jesus. I stopped really praying, but my prayers was to God, not Jesus. I was like, why pray to the Son? We could just pray to the Father. And realizing what's going on now, what's coming in the future, I started praying more. I started praying more. Not for myself, but for others. I'm very selfless in a way. I don't really have personal wishes because it comes easy. It comes to the point where I don't know what I want anymore. But what I did want was to share this experience with someone else, someone just like me. I'll wait for the divine timing. Yet there were other third dimensional beings that was tampering with this divine timing, and these things has consequences. The shit they did in the past, they got away with it because it was those, and I don't know, y'all, they didn't get away with it, yet it wasn't looked as hard as it is now. I'm a golden child. I'm a favorite among dragons. I'm a favorite among fairies. I'm a favorite among a lot of deities and high vibrational entities, even low vibrational entities that don't want this, that's tired of this rule. Yes, there are low vibrational entities that don't want this rule, this current rule, to go on anymore. And they just don't want this to go on anymore. This video will be short. I made this video so I could call my energy back from few individuals. One, Harvey, Kevin Harvey. Yeah, that's one. The energy is coming from me in the military. My commander in the military. I know they say you have to move in, some of you guys say move in silence, but yet your silence means consent. Meaning, if someone posts something up and nobody says something, if somebody puts something on the billboard and no one say anything about it within 30 days, it gets woven into reality. So your silence literally becomes consent. So that's why I speak these things. That's why I say, hey, I call my power back from these individuals. Nothing personal. Like I tell y'all, it's nothing personal. I just need my energy, my power, my essence back that you guys siphon so I can continue on with my journey. I know what I have to do in the future. I'm not gonna get older. No, I'm gonna stay young for a very long time. For hundreds of years I'm gonna be young. And there are certain things that I need to accomplish during this time, because this is not only for me, it's for y'all children as well. Don't y'all want to have children? Some of y'all are going to have children, right? Yeah, in the future. Yeah, and some of you guys might come back maybe 3 years after y'all death, maybe 100 years, maybe 400 years after y'all death. Y'all don't want to live in the same shit or worse, right? Yeah, so what I'm doing is trying to fix all these things. So my commander on the first ship, all the commanders in my military command, all of them, I realized that some negative lower vibrational beings, they confuse with other lower vibrational beings and become one entity altogether. I do call my energy back from Pacific ones. I really don't want to say y'all names anymore. Y'all know who y'all are in the military. But the commanders, one I spoke with today, specifically you, because I looked up to you and I was always working my hardest. I remember I fixed a fan call unit with a broken arm, a broken hand. So one broken hand, I fixed it with one hand, literally one hand behind my back. I fixed it to help this girl named Floyd. I literally fixed the whole thing and she just watched me, even though it was her maintenance, she just watched me. And then all of a sudden you came down right when I was done and I felt bad, like, oh no, he just think I'm bullshitting because he caught me joking around, but I literally just fixed this machine with one hand behind my back. Who could do that? That was like a fucking record. But now I know how energy works and how certain people feed off certain negative energy. Feeding off a divine being negative energy is like drinking cold water on a very hot day. It's very refreshing. Yet I'm tired of being people camel. I'm not your camel anymore, you know? I'm not about to break my back for you guys and you guys keep treating me like shit. So I call my energy from that situation. Now there's Dolly Charles, my very first love. I had the opportunity to meet her again, or to meet her spirit and soul. Yet this entity named Future got to her first before I did. And mocked me about it in the gym. So I call my energy and my essence back from that. All of it, you know? Wow. They played on my very first love. Like, this shit that people do. Like, I don't think y'all even care about people's feelings. Y'all just feed off the feelings and laugh about it and move on. Like I said, it's what y'all did was y'all broke rules that wasn't supposed to be broken. Rules are set in place. Why you think the old the old members, the old rulers, the old suppressors, why you think they ruled for so long? Because they understood the laws of karma and they abide by it pretty well. It was just luck or coincidence that the powers was switched over the way it happened. And the inheritance that was left for me by David Rockefeller, I see the check. I see it was passed from one guy into the mailman. I literally saw the mailwoman hand the entity the check, and I'm like, that's my money right there. I could literally see it, but I can't just physically just hurt this old man and take it from him. No. I literally see these things going from one house to another in my own neighborhood. I see these things, and it's like, is this some type of Mario Brother thing? You know, you remember we played Mario Brother 3? It's like dun 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 dun. There's so much more I have to do in this world, and I'm gonna require people physical help. Yet we have to let go of the old. The best way we could do that is accept what's going on. Some of us, not some, very few individuals, they don't want to accept it. This one guy called Biggie Smalls. The reason I call him that because you was the one, you know, I'm revealing too, I don't want to say I'm revealing too much yet. The energy went through you, you know? You use sex magic to do these things to these individuals. That's how these individuals were killed, you know? And y'all try to use sex magic on me again. It's not going to work. I'll only be my divine counterpart, which I'm going to let Elohim and the other gods and goddesses. Tartaria was ran by gods and goddesses, and they were tricked. That's how y'all were able to defeat them. But the planet energy is rising, so they're coming back, and I'm not alone. Thank goodness I found out that I'm not alone. Thank goodness I'm not alone. Anyways, I call my energy back from the individuals that I mentioned earlier. You know, all retaliation spells, I leave my ancestors and my spiritual team to handle that. That's about it. You know, went to a laundromat. Spiritual warfare there as well. I think you guys are obsessed with me. You guys are obsessed with me. Y'all were obsessed with the love that I used to give out so freely. Some of you guys did some type of magic that I don't want to speak about. If you've seen Lovecraft Country and how somebody could drink a formula and make a male turn to a female, and spirits jumping in other spirits' bodies, siphoning off that energy, it's crazy. I remember my ex used to say, "Oh, I'm really a fat person, you know, a fat person at heart," and I never really understood it, but I heard it. But and then when I see the spirits in certain individuals, I'm like, wait a second, it's the same energy signature. Like, what the fuck? You guys are treating me like I did something wrong in a bad breakup. Like I broke up with y'all and I did something wrong. Like it was my fault. You know, like a jealous ex. Yes, you guys are treating me like a jealous ex would treat their significant other. And I'm like, whoa, I don't even know your name. It's not funny. It's crazy and sick. This is... wow, I don't even know y'all names for some of y'all. But I do call my power back because y'all know exactly who I'm talking about. It was just a straight cutoff off a well, you know, drinking from the fountain of life, or you gain pure love and then all of a sudden it just stops abruptly, like completely stop. You know, if I was in you guys' shoes, I'd probably be mad too. But then if I knew I was manipulating the person to begin with, I would move forward and stop. Oh, that just reminded me. Manipulation. there are many levels of manipulation. And I guess by me calling out certain individuals, by me calling them out, it literally gives them power, and they did wickedness to me. One of them, I called out this one female, and no, I called out this one guy by speaking through him on the television, and he paused. And I guess he came into contact with a female, and the business has been shut down ever since. I came back from Maryland to California. Maybe she's avoiding me, I have no idea. But long story short, I do apologize to all the people, famous or not, who I called out when I was drunk, arrogant, assholeish. Like, I let out that type of energy that hurt them in a way where they decided to personally attack me. Because I'm realizing most of these things are just personal attacks. Although, when I look at the bigger picture, some of these entities did possess me to make me personally attack them so they could get that energy. Why? Because that's how energy vampires, aka narcissists, work. When you argue or fight with them or confrontation, they feed off that energy. That's why they created this reality, so they could feed off this confrontational, argumenting, even fighting type of energy, and your energy will literally be drained and siphoned by them. It's really in reverse. That's the part of the world that's in reverse. It's not the devil's world. No, that part's in reverse. Literally beings that operate in reverse, living like that, trying to promote these things. That's why they say, oh, it's the devil's world. When it's no, it's not. It's the goddess's world. That's why they say, oh, it's a new world order. We're already living in the new world order. They just got to keep reminding you of it to keep it in effect. That's why these things are called lesser magic. They always show the hero winning the day on the TV and getting the girl, when in reality, that's not what's going on, you know? So these things are lesser magic to make people sleep good at night. Because if they show you guys what really goes on, you guys will be like, wait, what the fuck? You guys will snap. Go ahead and watch some Russian movies. Watch some movies played over the seas. It'll play on your emotions and your feelings, but yet it's more realistic than the American version. At the same time, what you see comes into existence, so that's why I tend to stay away from certain movies and stuff like that, because I don't want to keep watching the same thing and keep bringing it into my reality. Like, there are certain movies that's played on BET and MTV all the time, and people that watch these movies, they get programmed and they act like that. Whether they say they don't or not, they still do. And that keeps a certain type of mindset going over and over and over again. We literally have to break away from these things. It's not overnight. It's a process. It takes time. And it's easier when you guys could do it together, when y'all don't bring each other down. But if I choose to bring each other down, just separate yourselves from these type of individuals and get it done. Always remember, when one door closes, another one opens, you know? As for those who are like energy vampires and stuff like that, you gotta find your soul. Call your energy back. Call your soul back, you know? Call it back by just speaking it. And if you can't call it back, then something's blocking your throat chakra. You gotta defeat or let go of whatever system that is blocking your throat chakra, whether it's religion, whether it's your parents, your job, you know, something. Oh, I'm speaking too much. Not speaking too much, but the helicopter's coming by. Dropping too much knowledge. I'm just helping people out, because I expect you guys to help me out one day. I really do. You guys take it easy. Have a great night. Treat others how you want to be treated. And to some of you guys that are like maybe energy vampires, narcissists, maybe you guys are treating people kindly, but then everything's reversed. So you guys, we don't see it like that. If that's the case, then I don't know what to do about that, you know. Eventually, the spell will be broken and you guys won't be under that spell anymore. And once that spell is broken, you guys will be free. That'll be a very beautiful day. Take care, everyone.